not be the same. Few people laughed, few people cried, most people were silent.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Hamburger Stein. We are back in episode 8, The General in a Wasteland Reborn. So, when we last left off, we were about ready to head into ArcJet here. Let's talk to Danse.
Listen up. We do this clean and quiet. No heroics and by the book. Understood?
Understood.
Outstanding. Remember, our primary target is the deep-range transmitter. Stay focused and check your fire. I don't want to be hit by stray bullets.
Yes, sir. Let's reload real quick. Alright, let's head in.
It was corporations like this that put the last nail in the coffin for mankind. They exploited technology for their own gains, pocketing the cash and ignoring the damage they've done.
Yep, sounds about right for your typical company. Ethics be damned, we need profits.
Look at these wrecks. It appears as though the facility's automated security's already been dealt with.
Looks like we missed the party.
You're making a foolishly hasty assessment. Look at the evidence. There isn't a single spent ammunition casing or drop of blood in sight. These robots were assaulted by Institute synths.
Synth? Isn't that the same as robot?
They're an abuse of technology created by the Institute. Abominations meant to improve upon humanity. It's unacceptable. They simply can't be allowed to exist.
What's the Institute?
They're a group of scientists who went underground when the Great War started. Spent the last few decades littering the Commonwealth with their technological nightmares.
Alright, I'll be on the lookout.
Roger that. Let's move out.
Synths? I'm on it.
I was so sure we'd find gunners in here.
Let's fuck them up, Heather.
This place is a mess, but I still see a few pieces of salvage that the Brotherhood might be interested in. After we're done here, I'll have to mark this place for sweep and retrieve.
Now if I get it all first. Security terminal. Alright, let's take a look. Alrighty. ArcNet Mail Security Concerns. From Thomas Reinhardt, CEO, to all security personnel. I'd like to have your team get together and implement a new security strategy for the ArcJet complex. This is our first contract for the USSA, and I don't intend to have any security slip-ups while we're working on the XMB booster engine. I want you to double the coverage 24 hours a day and install automated countermeasures inside the facility. I'd also like you to hire a consultant to figure out a better security password system for our terminals. The automated reset timer mailing out passwords is ridiculous. ArcNet Mail Turrets. From Sam Brandt, security lead to all ArcJet employees. Starting tomorrow, we'll begin distributing identification badges to all employees. These badges must be worn at all times. They are infused with a low-yield radioactive isotope that will prevent our internal security turrets from accidentally shooting any of our own employees. If anyone is caught near the entrance to the engine core without a badge, we are not liable for the injuries you may sustain. The turrets will go online in 1 week, so I suggest you sign up for your badge as soon as possible. ArcJet Mail, Engine Core Accident. From Thomas Reinhardt, CEO, to Sam Brandt, Security Lead. Sam, what the hell is going on down there? How did a member of the press get all the way past security through the entire research facility and into the engine core without tripping our alarms or turrets? We have a real mess on our hands, and it's going to be your job to clean it up. I don't care how you do it, just make it all go away. If this comes back to bite us, I swear you're going to be the one that takes the fall. Okay, so it seems like even though they got all the security stuff set up, somebody still managed to make it all the way past the security. Just a little utility closet with a urinal, I guess. Wonder how common something like that actually was, or is.
Looks like a dead end. See if you can find a way to get that door open. I'm gonna reconnoiter the area.
Ooh, discarded ArcJet work log. Search the area real quick and we'll play that. Okay, nothing interesting. Let's take a peek at it. Discarded ArcJet work log.
Why the heck are they making us record this? Oh crap, it's on, isn't it? This is Technician Rand, ArcJet Propulsion Division. I'm here with Technician Janowski, work log A1190. Janowski and I have been working on the Mars Shot project for about 3 months now, and I think we have the thrust calculations worked out.
Man, I wish I was headed up there with those guys. It'd be nice to get the hell away from our lousy planet.
Hey, easy. If we don't record these logs properly, we're going to get fired. The supervisor is already itching to get rid of us, especially since it's taking us longer than we promised.
So what? We've been drafted anyway. We're shipping out in a few weeks, remember? Soon we'll be doing push-ups, eating freeze-dried rations, and just wishing we were spending our day inside a cushy private laboratory.
Of course I remember, but I'm trying not to imagine getting my head blown off when I'm on the front line, and keeping my mind on work is helping me deal with the problem. Maybe that doesn't make sense to you, but it's important to me, okay?
All right. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you toss this tape and we'll start a new one?
Man, shit must have been pretty bad if they were drafting aerospace engineers and scientists. Lab analyst terminal. Reminder, password security. From Sam Brent, security lead to all staff. This is your annual reminder that all terminal and mainframe passwords are to be changed on a monthly basis. Failure to do so may result in automated changes, the suspension of network privileges, and/or disciplinary action. Please do your part in keeping ArcJet Systems secure. No, automated password change. No, okay, so that just gives us a password automatically, but let's have Heather get that still to level up her hacking a little bit. Let's reload this real quick. I like the
All
crank.
yours.
Oh, thank you, Heather. Oh, Heather can hack expert terminals now. Nice. Hey, Heather.
Yes?
You want to talk?
What's going on?
Want to chat?
I'd like that.
What's on your mind?
I have
I'm
a couple of
increasing your
presents for
discount
you.
again.
Whoa.
I hate charging you, but I need to stay in business. You know, it feels like we've been together forever. Struck gold the day you agreed to travel with me. I love being with you.
Couldn't agree more. Can't think of anyone I'd rather have at my side.
Like to hear that.
Anything else on your mind?
What was life like before the war? Were you happy then? I hear the donuts were to die for.
I had a beautiful house, white picket fence, and a lawn with the greenest grass you'd ever seen. It was peaceful.
Sounds amazing. Think you could ever be happy here?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
I care about you. I'd like to see you happy.
Aw, thank you, Heather. Your thoughts?
We were traveling with another caravan this one time out by University Point when we heard this sound up on an overpass. We all look up, expecting it to be gunners, but it's a car, teetering on the edge. Next thing we know, it falls to the ground with a giant crash. That's when it got weird. The car bounced, like a ball when it hit. Honest. Must have gone 50 feet before it settled down and stayed put.
Damn. Alright, that's all. I like commenting on Bethesda's wacky physics when it comes to cause. Okay, lab control terminal. Lab controls. Error. Unable to establish connection. Okay. Security door control.
Nice work.
Shit. Okay. Oh. Bam. Thing's a little slow in the shooting, but they'll one-shot whatever it hits. Those are still synths. Hold fire, guys.
Give up at any time.
Codsworth. You know you can stop whenever you want, right? Looks like they got some laser weapons. Ooh, we leveled up. Institute plasma pistol. I bet they're gonna drop all kinds of stuff. We'll come back and check them out after we clear out the area.
We may have a problem here.
Damn, Danse. Danse, you're blocking the way.
You're 5 down.
Center mass. He's no arms or head. Oh yeah, this is definitely the way to go with this. Oh, there's one. Yeah, this works really well in bats. It skips the reload animation. It's a pretty low VATS cost too. Especially for like a rifle type weapon. Hell yeah. Put a scope on that bad boy and we're off to the races.
Good fucking riddance.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's do some looting. Institute laser rifle. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to grab any of this stuff. Like, it might be good for the settlers, but I don't know if we want to actually use a bunch of like synth armor for them, but I mean, shit, armor's armor, so maybe you can grab some of it. Oh, I had some coffee and I got some burps. Alright, I'm gonna take a second, I'm gonna look through all this stuff and then try and make a decision, then we'll get going. I think I'll definitely pick up their weapons for sure though. I mean, gun's a gun. Now, it looks like they use their own like Institute branded like ammunition. Shut up, Cods. I wonder if we can convert them to... I've seen some weapons you can convert to like quote-unquote normal ammunition, so maybe we can try that out. No, don't drink the floor water. Kind of makes sense how like the actual like Institute weapons are kind of bulky and crappy though. Like if they're just going to be used by like some kind of, you know, synth or robot or whatever they have set up, it doesn't really need to be like the most comfortable thing in the world to use. It just needs to be usable. Unfortunate for us though, because it looks like absolute dog doo-doo when we use them. Brick. We do need concrete. I know some settlements require concrete to fix them up, but yeah, the matter compressing bricks. They weigh less in the bricks than if you scrap them. Ooh, web terminal. Heather. Get that.
On it. I got you now. Got it.
Thank you, darling. Let's see here. All right, we got some reading to do. Lab report. Let me know if you'd like me to start putting maybe like time cards up on the screen that if you don't really care about the reading, you can just skip to this part. It'll just have a timestamp and you can just skip to that part in the video. Yeah, just let me know. Or I guess I could try and do it on YouTube or whatever. Fuck it, I don't know. All right, lab report. XMB fuel mixture 01. Still trying to convince Dr. McClellan that switching from uranium to deuterium will yield a much higher burn to thrust ratio. He's concerned that the deuterium refinement will add a few months to the XMB booster schedule, but my gut says it's worth the risk. I know that Reinhardt has us all working 7 days a week on the project as is, but I don't mind putting in the extra time if it means the booster's efficiency is improved. Jesus, 7-day work weeks. No time off at all, I guess. Alright, lab report XMB fuel mixture 02. Well, I did the best I could. I showed my demonstration to Dr. McClellan and he was impressed. He took my notes directly to the board and asked for a project extension, but Reinhardt said no. I don't understand why it all comes down to money. We're sending a couple of men to Mars and we want them to get there as safely and efficiently as possible. All those bastards care about is the fact there are 3 more months on the schedule will cost them a few $1 million, and frankly, I'm getting sick of the bottom line dictating what we do in the laboratory. After we wrap this project, I'm going to look for work somewhere else. Well, let's see. Well, yeah, I guess when you're sending people to Mars, like a few extra $1 million is probably pennies in comparison, you know. Alright, lab report, deep range transmitter 01. Now that the fuel issue's been settled, I've been moved off of the XMB booster and onto the deep range transmitter. Frankly, I think they're just pulling me off of the propulsion system because I'm the only one stupid enough to complain when things go wrong. So, instead of tweaking fuel mixtures and thermodynamics calculations, they have me fine-tuning one of our glorified radios. So glad I'm wasting my nuclear physics degree on that. My task is to increase the broadcast range on the DRT by at least 50% by the end of the month. Should be a piece of cake. Huh. Alright, lab report, deep range transmitter 02. Only took me 3 weeks, but I have the DRT's broadcast radius boosted by over 70%. With one of these beauties installed on the NSSA's ship, they should be able to ping a signal back and forth within 10 minutes. Now all I have to do is get the unit's size down by about half so it fits inside the required volume and I'll be finished. I hope they move me back to something more interesting after this. Well, this person was obviously very intelligent to a degree, but I know that Mars, like a radio and broadcast and stuff are limited by the speed of light. So I think it takes like 10 to 12 minutes for like getting from Earth to Mars light-wise. So like being able to have it within half that, they're somehow breaking physics, but oh well. Let's see. All right, safe control. Disengage lock. Yeah, but that's why they have to be so careful when controlling rovers, because whenever you put in a command to the rover out on Mars, it takes 10 to 12 minutes for the control, the command to actually make it to the rover. And then you have to wait another on top of it, so like 20 to 24 minutes to actually figure out.
Damn synths have compromised most of the facility.
Figure out how the control went and where the robot ended up.
We've got turrets ahead.
Okay, well, don't run too far ahead,
Why are there
Danse.
so many synths in here?
Who knows?
No, prisoner!
Look, Danse.
I don't think we're alone.
Terrifying.
Over there! Get him!
Come on. Alright. Easy peasy. Alright, Danse, since you felt like running headlong into the turrets, I'm gonna go back and loot all the stuff we had to run by. Loot, loot, loot. Doot, 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 doot. Loot, loot, loot. Boop, ba-doop. Yes, yes, dog meat. I have more stuff for you to carry. Well, why don't you just be happy you actually have pockets to carry things now? Yeah? Oh, that's right. I forgot the Gauss rifle weighs like 30 pounds. Alright, we leveled up. Put it all into handguns again. Keep doing that. The perk point into a pistol skill. Or do we not have any at the moment that we can take? Oh, hollowed shots. Alright, looks like we can do hollowed shots. Take it away, which... Pistols now have a fair chance to disarm and or cripple enemies, and then we can get Full Metal Jacket, where pistols now ignore half of an enemy's defense and the cover they're using. Awesome. I think that means we can, so with pistols, they get the perk where it's like, I think it's called like Penetrator in vanilla, but this way you can actually target enemies behind cover, obviously with reduced accuracy. But it also means like if we're fighting enemies in power armor or anything like that, we can actually target their fusion core through their body So if you're using pistols, this is like the end-all be-all for like if you're fighting powered armored enemies. It's really nice. Also allows you to hit weak points that are maybe otherwise obscured on the enemy. Ooh, Tesla Science Magazine 01. You've collected an issue of Tesla Science Magazine. Energy weapons inflict plus 5% critical damage. Nice. Oh, here's the CEO's terminal. Ooh, another brick and a pencil. I too keep a brick in my filing cabinet. You never know when you might need it. Now, let's read this terminal. Here we go. Mars Shot Project Notes. 08-2075. After 6 months, the United States Space Administration finally approved ArcJet as the contractor for the Mars Shot Project's propulsion and communication systems. Having my team start working on the XMB booster before we secured the contract was a gamble, but it looks like it's going to pay off big. We have a lot of details to hash out with the agency, and we have a lot of work ahead of us, but I think this contract will finally put ArcJet on the map. Alright, Mars Shot Project Notes 09-2075. I was fortunate to be able to add Dr. Roy McClellan to the XMB booster team today. There are few people who can match Dr. McClellan's aptitude with nuclear propulsion systems, so this truly was a coup. It cost the company a heck of a lot of money to hire him away from his military contracting job, but I'm sure it will be well worth every dollar. We promised the USSA that the booster would be ready at least a year before their July 2078 launch date. With Dr. McClellan at the helm, we should be able to meet the deadline with the time to spare. Alright, Mars Shot Project Notes 12-2075. As holiday season approaches, it's time to take a step back and look at everything that's happened to ArcJet Systems this year. 5 months ago, my company was struggling to make ends meet. Now, with the XMB booster and the deep range transmitter projects in full swing, ArcJet appears to have received a second chance. Thanks to Dr. McClellan, we're on schedule and under budget. The USSA is thrilled with our progress and is already talking to me about future contracts after we deliver. I don't think it's possible to be ending the year on a better note. Mars Shot Project Notes 03-2076. Dr. McClellan's informed me that we have a problem with the XMB booster. The USSA is demanding that the engine can't exceed their strict weight allowance, but thanks to the uranium refinement subsystem, we're a few hundred tons over. We're now 1 month behind schedule, and I'm frankly starting to panic. Dr. McClellan assures me that he'll find a solution soon, but that isn't helping me get to sleep at night. Mars Shot Project Notes 07-2076. The USSA has started their public relations campaign for the Mars Shot Project, and ArcJet Systems is finding itself caught right in the middle. In the last week, I think I've fielded 15 separate interviews with everyone asking the same questions over and over again. They all want to know when we're delivering the XMB booster so they can take their pretty pictures of the USSA test firing it for the first time. And all I can do is keep smiling and lying through my teeth that the XMB will be delivered when it's ready. I hope Dr. McClellan solves our weight problem soon, or we're never going to get a contract from the USSA ever again. Mars Shot Project Notes 11-2076. I can't believe it, but Dr. McClellan's team finally solved the XMB's weight problem. Now all we need to do is finish tightening a few screws and hoist the thing up in the engine core. If we're lucky, we'll be able to test fire the booster right after the new year. It's funny how things seem so bleak and chaotic during the year, but it all comes together for us just in time for the holidays. Alright, Mars Shot Project Notes 02-2077. We've scheduled a photo opportunity tomorrow for the XMB booster's first test firing in the engine core. We're going to stick them all down in the control room and let them shoot their pictures through the thermoglass window after Dr. McClellan gives them a short explanation of how the booster works. The engine puts out a hell of a lot of thrust, so it should be quite a spectacular show. 03-2077. It's been 2 weeks since the accident before the XMB booster's test firing event. Somehow, a photographer managed to wander past security and into the engine core a few hours early. Dr. McClellan was running a quick test on the booster, letting it run for only a few seconds to make sure it was ready for the demonstration, and burned the photographer into ash. Thank God no one else saw what happened. I'm having Brent take care of the remains. After all, that's why I hired him. If word of this accident goes public, we'll be shut down, and I may as well put a for sale sign out front. So Photographers that sneaked into the engine testing room got turned to ash. Well, I can't imagine there's many remains left. Maybe if you had like a camera on them or something like that, the plastic would be left over, but that's probably about it, or the metal from it. Oh shit. Alright, Mars Shot Project Notes 09-2077. All the unrest overseas is making the USSA nervous about proceeding with the Mars Shot Project. They're telling me they may have to delay a year or more depending on what happens. If that's true, we'll just have to make do with the proceeds from the deep range transmitter contract, which we've already completed. I'm trying to keep everyone's spirits up around here, but it's getting harder and harder with the world falling apart around us. Hopefully our government will work things out and we can all get back to work. So yeah, right around this time is probably when the height of the, I think it's called like the Americo-Sino War, where the US versus China, but that last message there is probably more around, fears of nuclear war breaking out and probably not wanting to launch a missile, unexpectedly and have the Chinese react badly to it. Well, seems like all for naught though. Another brick. Well, these guys got bricks in their filing cabinets. Another terminal. I wonder how much reading this one's gonna have.
Hey!
Get that.
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you, Heather. Some more reading. Alright, repair order 098A100. Installed new terminal in Reinhardt's office. He's demanding some serious security on it now that we've got the Mars Shop contract. I'm not sure if he's being paranoid or if he's got a real reason to worry. I'll set him up with the best we've got for now. Okay, repair order 112. Okay, now I'm convinced Reinhardt is paranoid. He's put me in automated security turrets in the main hallway outside his office. You'd think we were working for the military instead of just the United States Space Administration. Repair order 115. Got McClellan constantly bugging me that the mainframe keeps running out of space. I've ordered some more storage from our supplier, but we're rapidly running out of room down here for any more consoles. I might have to talk to Reinhardt into letting us spill over into the office sections. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Brent came down and had me pull all the video surveillance records from the mainframe from last month. I asked if he wanted me to just make him backups, but he just grunted like he always does and demanded the originals. I have no idea what he's doing with them, and I don't want to know. As long as I keep getting a paycheck, I could care less. There we go. Keep your head down, follow orders, get to keep your job. Yeah, so Brent's the security head, so yeah, it sounds like Reinhardt had him take care of the photographer issue and got all the original security tapes to get rid of them. I don't know what you expect. You sneak into like a aerospace industry and you go into like a testing chamber and you get fried, especially after sneaking past a bunch of security and stuff. I don't know what you expect. It'd be kind of like me going into like a steel mill or something, like standing under a crucible and then getting like liquid iron poured onto me or something. Mentats. Yeah, I'd expect to find a lot more mentats in a building like this, especially a bunch of scientists and stuff. Them of all people I'd expect to be abusing, a drug that's supposed to make you smarter. Receptionist terminal. Heather, can you open this for me?
I'll take a look at it.
Thank you.
I can do this.
I can do this. Shit. Right there. Right there. Oh, awesome. Ooh, some pre-war money and a fork. Seems like the people in the Fallout universe kind of follow the elderly of today, hiding away silver wherever they can. Alright, receptionist terminal. ArcJet mail floor safe. From Sam Brent, security lead from 2 front reception. As requested, I've had a floor safe installed in the front office area that should allow you to pay for any incoming deliveries or store valuables until they can be transferred to a more secure location. Let me know if you have any issues with the safe or the locking mechanism. Thomas Reinhardt, CEO, to all reception area employees. I realize that our announcement regarding the Mars Shot project has caused quite a lot of excitement with the national media. If any members of the press are requesting statements or interviews, please direct them to our public relations department. Do not attempt to answer any questions or give any information regarding the project unless pre-authorization has been provided. Wonder if that came before or after the accident. The walls have ears. Communists are listening. Your country needs you. Enlist.
Engine course ahead. Should be our final stop.
I love Americana propaganda. After you. Wait, turn on your light. You coming, Danse? Oh, he's the booster. Can we get up there? Okay, let's save in case we explode our legs. Oop.
There has to be a power backup system somewhere. Scout the maintenance area. I'll remain here and watch our backs. The transmitter should be in the control room at the top of the core, but it looks like the elevators are dead. We'll have to keep heading down for now. and find a way to get the facility's power back online. Look at this place. Scribes would have a field day in here.
Oh, made it. All right. Oh, I wonder if we can get over there, too. There's a fat man up here. Not talking about an individual that's large boned either.
Hello?
Hostile sensor reading.
Oh, there's
detected.
a synth.
You must be terminated.
Oh, where'd you come from?
Critical failure.
Oh, there's a hole. Don't worry, we took care of Dogger Meat. Manager's terminal. Okay, ArcJet project manager's password. Oh, okay, there we go. Project manager's terminal. Dr. Rory McClellan's terminal. Private. 10/20/75. I'm thrilled to be working in the private sector again. Working for the military is a horrible, never-ending grind of broken promises, slashed budgets, and ridiculous deadlines that I've learned to hate. Working on the XMB booster finally allows me to broaden my horizons and work on something I've always dreamed of doing, helping send astronauts to Mars. Thomas appears to share my vision, so with his money and my know-how, I'm certain we'll be able to deliver a superior product to the United States Space Administration. Booster notes 03/2076. I had to deliver some bad news to Thomas today. I told him that the booster is too heavy to fit within the USSA's guideline and we'll need more time than expected to work out the problem. I've never seen him so angry. His reaction reminded me of some of the army generals I've worked with in the past. He yelled for a while, but when he realized there wasn't much to be done about it, he calmed down and he worked it out. I think the weight issue might add anywhere from 3 to 6 months to the schedule, but we might get lucky and figure it out sooner. If we're any later than I'm predicting, I have a feeling I should start looking for positions somewhere else. 11/20/76. Thanks to some suggestions from my research team and some sleepless nights, I have been able to reduce the XMB booster's final shipping weight to literally 17 pounds under the limit imposed by the USSA guidelines. Thomas was absolutely over the moon when I delivered the news. My team took me to a local bar to celebrate. These are the moments that I cherish and why I dedicated my entire life to scientific research. 2/20/77. We're supposed to have a press event today, but Thomas has abruptly canceled it only hours before it was about to begin. Confident that the XMB booster was ready to test fire, so I was uncertain what caused his sudden change of heart. After speaking to Sam Brent, our head of security, he informed me that there was a possible security breach and he had recommended the entire event be postponed until a later date. Our man got incinerated. I must say that this entire day has been very strange, and something tells me what Brent is telling me isn't entirely true. XMB booster notes 10/20/77. I can't believe what I discovered today. I was going through our video recordings of all the past test firings for the XMB and I came across the carbon burn-off pre-test I did back in February. On one of the angles, I swear I saw someone running across the bottom of the engine core right before the booster ignited. Took the tape straight to Thomas and threw it on his desk. He took one look at the tape and then told me what happened to that poor man being burned alive. Then he told me how he had Brent cover the accident up. That's probably the one thing I don't like about English punctuation is that the exclamation point being at the end. I do kind of like it in Spanish how there's one at the beginning too. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I told him I was going to head straight to the police, but he threatened my life and my family's life. Well, that escalated quickly. Now I don't know what to do. I think I have no choice but to bring the tape directly to the press tomorrow and hope the authorities can stop Thomas before he does anything stupid. Well, it looks like it was in October, so didn't have much to worry about, or at least long to worry about it, but I don't know. I guess like if they would have just brought it right up, right at the beginning when the accident happened, they probably, could have explained the accident, how the person, I don't know, it'd be kind of like at a roller coaster when the person goes past all the warnings and stuff, and then they get the guy that got his head punted off by, person in the roller coaster, like past so many security checkpoints that at that point it's the person's own fault. But they hit it, so that's probably what made it worse. Can we get up there? Or is that just a spot for synths to drop down? Probably just a spot for synths to drop down. The dance. Use this. Let's see if we can jump over to that. That one might. I know if we take jet, we could definitely make this jump.
Why walk when you can fly?
But give me a second. I'm gonna try again. There we go. Boop. Oh, no, nothing cool up here. Just ew. The laser pistol is just a bit too much for me. Yeah, okay. Well, at least we got up there and got to check it out. Looks like if we really wanted to, we could get up there and just get the deep range transmitter without having to use the... Can we? I've never done it this way. Might as well check it out. Just drop these over the edge for now. We'll pick them up later. Oh, shit. We can just climb up here. Oh, okay. That's alright. They just have it locked. Oh, alright. How'd you get up here, dog meat? Sit down here, and I'm just gonna blow this up real quick, because, I mean, I know this area is like some synths are gonna jump down, so I don't want them to shoot that and blow me up. Hazard suit. Let's check that out real quick. Oh, it kind of looks like a radiation suit from Fallout 3 in New Vegas. That's pretty cool. Maybe we can hang on to that. Oh yeah, really good radiation resistance. If we find ourselves in a really irradiated area, we can use that. Okay, so the reason why I don't do novice terminals either is because in You Are an Exceptional, you only start out with 2 chances for hacking. To actually get the full 4 chances, you have to take perks to get up. And obviously, as you level up your hacking, you can hack to higher and higher level terminals. But I think I'd rather just slit Heather. Yeah, can you get that? Let me back up this way. There we go. Plus, I also hate hacking it. Well, I'm not a huge fan of hacking.
Come on.
Chunk jet. Pick that up while we're here. Technician's personal log. Technician's personal log.
Jeering, leering, laughing, mocking, taunting.
Oh, he graduated all right from high school. It's fine, I'm sure he took shop class. Oh look, he's reading the science mags. How cute.
Har har har. Shop class. Let's see them make this in shop class. My marvel of engineering. The finest in weaponized refuse acceleration. My beauty. My junk jet. They'll see. The engineers with their suits and fancy degrees. Come Monday morning, they'll all see.
Some grade A school shooter energy. Where'd dog meat go? I'd like to give him this chunk jet. Heather. Trade.
Let's do it.
Okay, facilities terminal. Power options. Start auxiliary generators.
Engine core power restored. Thermal engine fueled.
I know you can do the engine, but
command.
Heather wants us to kill synths, so let's go do it. Plus, we get all the experience for killing synths this way. Yeah, the bats cost on this is not bad at all. Let's try this.
That is 20.
Not getting past me.
Oh shit.
Yep, got it. Yeah.
Looks like we've secured the core.
Awesome. Oh, sweet.
Let's head up to the control room.
Alright, looks like we can max out our handguns finally. Put some more perks in the handguns. So after, this will be 1, 2, 3 perks, so we'll level about 4 more times, then we can get our pistol perks maxed out. Actually probably take it away, because this is good for sneak attacks and stuff, but yeah, I wanted to get that unlocked sooner, and then 2 more level ups, and we can get this all filled out. Now that we got that maxed out, we can talk about a few other skills real quick. So robustness here actually increases our carry weight when we level it up, so we can carry more. But there's also fitness here, which actually influences our health points. So putting more points into that will increase our amount of health. So I'm thinking we're gonna spread some points out between fitness, or at least get that up to like 30 or something like that. Put some into robustness, and then I think also continue leveling up lockpicking. So I'll focus maybe on a little bit of fitness, a little bit of lockpicking, influence, and then robustness. Might do that, but I'm gonna take some time, go through, loot all these synths, and then we'll be right back. So I got all the Institute weapons. Oh, the Lair or Lear. Let's check that out real quick though. So even if we don't end up using these on our settlers, I think once we get our salvage skill high enough, having all these laser weapons that we can maybe break down and get the fiber optics from them would be great. Fiber optics seem to be a pretty rare scrap resource. So Lear. Oh yeah, it's, I think you can find this one in New Vegas when you go to the big MT. very nice reload animation. It doesn't say it directly, but I think it does bonus damage against robots and users in power armor too. Yeah, but I mean, outside of fighting the Brotherhood, I don't know if we're actually going to fight too many enemies in power armor. Then ideally, during a Minutemen playthrough, you don't exactly have to kill the Brotherhood. Oh, there's some more loot up here. Oh, I'll get that. Why do you have 40mm grenade rounds? Let's take the elevator up. Oh, and I think we also leveled up her affinity. Let's talk to her.
Can I do something for you?
Chat?
Sure.
What's on your mind?
Feel like I'm robbing you every time you buy something from me. So I'm going to give you the biggest discount I can afford. Do you ever wonder if we should spice things up between us?
Oh, what do you think we should do?
Lots of things. I'm not looking for a big commitment. Just something a little more physical. You game?
Yes, absolutely. Let's get the hell out of here.
Right behind you.
Okay, alright. Heather thinks of you as a good friend. So, this is kind of like the beginning of the romance with Heather. It does progress beyond this. Alright, so nice. We'll get a lover's embrace now whenever we sleep. Heather, you are just the beginning of my harem of wasteland girlfriends. Let's get up here. Call everybody in. Alright. Nope. Fist them.
We may have a problem here.
Get him, get him, get him, get him, him.
That's how we do it in the Brotherhood.
That's 30.
I hope that's the last of them. Damn it. I don't see the device anywhere. Fan out and check the synth remains. They may have been after the transmitter as well.
User. That is why I like having a lot of action points. Can just clear out a room real quick.
You're terminated, fucker.
You've been terminated, fucker.
Let's get at it. We'll take the service elevator to the surface.
Gotcha. Engine control terminal. We'll check that out in a second. Let me loot everything and then we'll read that terminal. Why do they have 40mm grenades on them? Oh, maybe they're supposed to have a protocol where they explode when they die.
We killed so many synths. That was amazing. You did good.
Gosh, shucks. Here's nothing, Heather. Engine control terminal. Begin test firing. Oh. Connecting failed. Fault has been detected in relay 0x094. Please contact yada. Well, sorry folks. I'm sure a lot of you've already seen this thing fire off, but basically it just blasts Danse and everybody with the engine and it kills all the synths. Danse is saved by his power armor though, so. Alright, let's get out of here. I just like killing the synths though because it gives you all the experience, and especially when you have Heather with you, it levels up her personal quest. What'd you find, Dogger?
The bunker looks clear. Let's move out.
Plasma pistol. Alright, I'll take that. What'd you find? Paintbrush? No, I bet's that. I don't see really anything else around here. Was that it, bud? Borf.
Good dog.
Yeah, good boy. There, we'll be able to outfit our settlers pretty handily. Alright, we got 555 Institute fusion cells. Jesus. Let's talk to Paladin Danse. YOLO.
Well, that could have gone smoother, but mission accomplished.
I thought we worked well as a team.
Agreed. It's a refreshing change to work with a civilian who can follow orders properly. That being said, I believe we have two important matters to discuss. First and foremost, if you'll hand me the deep-range transmitter, I'd like to compensate you for your assistance during this operation. I think you'll find this weapon useful. It's my own personal modification of the standard Brotherhood laser rifle. May it serve you well in battle.
Righteous Authority. Alright, so it has a different legendary effect on it. It does 50% more damage to opponents of the Brotherhood of Steel, 33% higher ammo capacity, but 50% lower fire rate. Okay, maybe we can give this to Heather. Thank you.
You're welcome, civilian. Now, as far as the second matter goes, I wanted to make you a proposal. We had a lot thrown at us back there. Our op could have ended in disaster, but you kept your cool and handled it like a soldier. There's no doubt in my mind that you've got what it takes. The way I see it, you've got a choice. You could spend the rest of your life wandering from place to place, trading an extra hand for a meager reward. Or, you could join the Brotherhood of Steel and make your mark on the world. So, what do you say?
Well, kind of got my own thing going on right now as a general of the Minutemen, so I don't know. Maybe we can meet up, work some more together later, but for the time being...
There's a lot to take into consideration.
It's a big decision, so I understand your hesitation. If you decide you want to become one of us, You know where we are. Good luck.
Thank you for offering, Danse, but yeah, we kind of got our own thing going on right now, so... In another life, maybe, Danse. In another life. Let's check out this up here. Oh, okay, so this is probably where they would actually lift up the rocket after completion. Okay. Alright, let's see where we are. So we're here by ArcJet. We can continue south down towards Diamond City. Let's head down this way. We'll make our way past the one settlement that's right in here. And there's also a radio tower. If I remember correctly, there might be a little goodie for us waiting at that radio tower. So let's head over there. I'm on the road again. Just a whole lot of walking going on. I do think once we get to Diamond City, though, there's a bus stop there that we can call in the bus. Take a little nap. Oh my god. Ooh. There's a great garden right up here. Oh, it is. Well, might as well discover it while we're up here.
Like I can kill an army of synths, but I have to try.
Something tells me you have a lot of trauma wrapped up in killing synths. Oh, there's a house here. Well, maybe there's a bed inside we can take advantage. What is that? Wild boar roamer. Huh. Leash mate. Got a lot of goodies around here. Mutant file. Wild boar. Where's the note that goes with it? Oh, that, yeah, there it is. Okay.
Wonder what's inside. You may find the items in here quite useful, sir.
Okay, gods, thanks. Let's take a read of this. Bestiary 16, Wild Boar. There was once a time when you wouldn't have found this beast in the continental United States in any form, mutated or otherwise. The folly of man has always been the belief that we could advance our own agendas without any lasting effect on the environment. Even before the bombs fell, invasive species were spreading throughout much of the country well beyond their intended boundaries. This was a major concern for those that cared about our fragile pre-war ecosystems, which wasn't very many people. Now, in the case of the invasive wild boar, radiation had made things even worse. And in my humble opinion, anything that can stab you a dozen times by only goring you with just once is too damn pointy. Entry 16. Wild boar. Full breakdown. Invasive species tend to be more resilient in times of crisis than those native to the ecosystems. Such is the case with the Eurasian boar. Before the bombs dropped, they were a suid native to much of Eurasia and North Africa, but had been introduced to the Americas and Oceania. The species was one of the widest ranging mammals in the world, as well as the most widespread suiform. They were a highly adaptable and destructive invasive species capable of damaging ecosystems as well as native flora and fauna. They had an omnivorous diet, and the variety in their choice of food was comparable to humans. All this is to say, the pre-war wild boar was already quite formidable. The wild boar responded to the total atomic annihilation by growing 2 sizes larger and sprouting more than a few extra pairs of tusks. These beasts are found in most biomes throughout the wasteland, but are mostly commonly located in wetlands and woodlands. Wild boars are easily agitated and highly territorial, meaning it's best to keep a wide berth if you don't want to provoke a fight. Cross into their considerably large personal bubble and you'll be sure to regret it. Wild boar are particularly reckless for what they are and will charge in a straight line right into hell itself. Being the large targets that they are, I recommend simple, sustained fire and well-timed evasive maneuvers to take the burly bastards down. Yeah, that's certainly tusks on normal boars are bad enough, but now this thing just looks like a porcupine on its face. Jesus. Let's check out this house real quick, see if there's somewhere to sleep. Grey Garden Homestead. Well, it looks safe enough in here. No gunfire immediately erupting out, so I think we're good to go. A bunch of little goodies in here, too. Expert level lock. Alright. No bed, huh? Well, let's, anything useful down here? I'm not gonna take anything since we sneezed the door open, but okay, it's just normal loot stuffs. Okay, everybody out. Alright, maybe we can find somewhere else to sleep. Yeah, so, well, maybe, Heather, you got any more caffeine?
What's up?
Let's see what you have.
Here you go.
Here, she does have more tea. Awesome, and it's pretty cheap, too. Heck yeah. Give her some nails, these 40mm grenades. Awesome. Jesus. Right up here's Grey Garden. Might as well just discover it real quick. I will harvest these too. Sweet. Might just borrow some of their plants for the time being. Don't worry, we'll be back sometime to liberate you or something like that. Yes, sir. Thank you. Variety is the spice of life. Head down this way. No, burped. Ugh. Ugh. Do 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 do. 10mm pistol. Mirelurk. Mirelurk cake. Don't mind if it is jerky. Mutant file, Mirelurk. Okay. Alright, Bestiary 21, Mirelurk family. Ugh. I gotta read so much crap on every episode. Alright. Here we go. Mirelurks are the scourge of New England. If you're anywhere near the coastline, you've likely had to deal with one or more members of the Mirelurk family. The term Mirelurk is a sort of catch-all for many of the various mutant aquatic species found along the eastern seaboard. Although this is not as straightforward as it sounds, there are many oceanic marine mutants, but only a specific collection of species, which share a deep, complex, and at times hierarchical level of symbiosis, qualify as true Mirelurks. Each of these species has their own label and role within the wider Mirelurk family, and just about all of them are cursed and reviled by damn near every wastelander that relies on aquaculture for survival. Alright, entry 21, Mirelurk family. Mirelurks, full breakdown. Mirelurks are arguably one of the first mutants ever to emerge. It is widely accepted by my colleagues and I that Mirelurks are the result of widespread pollution of our environment by the old megacorporations such as Poseidon Energy and General Atomics, although they were much smaller back then. Evidence points to their progenitor Mirelurks mutating during this pre-war era of significant pollution. Despite the best efforts of environmentalist organizations, our old world civilization turned a blind eye to the rapid growth of crustaceans as a direct result of toxic and radioactive waste. When the bombs finally dropped, it was the final ingredient needed for the mutagenic melting pot that was our world's oceans to bubble over. What crawled out was the infamous blue bullies we know today. Perhaps the most interesting thing about Mirelurks is that they aren't descended from single crab species. Standard Mirelurk crabs were found to contain phylum markers from both the Atlantic horseshoe crab and the Atlantic blue crab. Equally interesting, there are numerous accounts that Mirelurks have a sensitivity to white noise. Among wastelanders, Mirelurks occupy a particularly nuanced role. While they are largely detested as a nuisance, their meat is considered a delicacy. Some wastelanders have even tried to trap and domesticate Mirelurks as a sustainable food source to varying levels of success. I personally see this to be playing with fire, since a Mirelurk outbreak can level entire settlements, even fortified ones. Yeah, look at the castle. Mirelurk nests are highly versatile, and an infestation can occur in nearly any environment where shallow water is present. Mirelurks sport a large, round shell that covers most of their body. Cilia serrata horrendus, as the species has been dubbed, are nearly bulletproof when tucked away under the safety of their outer shells. And when in danger, they'll instinctively lower their heads to avoid bodily trauma. They hunt using their sense of smell, and their eyesight has been observed to be quite poor in comparison. Their large claws are used to catch, disable, and or immobilize their prey. Use of these appendages, however, often requires a Mirelurk to expose itself from underneath its shell, allowing a clear line to its face, torso, and legs. Most wastelanders that live near coastal waters know to go for a Mirelurk's legs and face during these circumstances, which makes the common Mirelurk crab a bit of an ineffective predator towards humans. This can be offset, however, by the fact that the common Mirelurk crab is rarely alone. On the contrary, dealing with Mirelurks tends to fall under the category of a military operation. Many faction grunts or soldiers of fortune will recount military campaigns against Mirelurks in very much the same manner that one would describe traditional human warfare. Whether it be a testament to their hardy nature or sheer rehensibility, I cannot say, but it would seem Mirelurks are one of the few species of mutants capable of the very human act of warfare. An important final tidbit is to keep in mind about Mirelurks is just how susceptible to mutation they are. Mirelurks are the result of various mutagenic influences, and these catalysts can change based on region. I've encountered bipedal Mirelurks infused with Nuka-Cola, Quantum, and others still that have been infested with parasites or mutant plants, and many other varieties. Some of these Mirelurks have been given unique names based on the specific mutations, like the swamp lurks of the American South or the freshwater lake lurks of the Southwest. You never truly know what to expect with these crazy crustaceans. Mirelurk hatchlings, full breakdown. Hatchlings closely resemble their horseshoe crab ancestors. These oversized water mites make a habit of bursting from tucked away Mirelurk nests when you least expect it. Truly though, they aren't much of a threat, even in swarms. They are an important part of coastal commerce, however. Fish racks lined with the Mirelurk spawn are a common sight in fishing towns throughout the East Coast. Many wastelanders rely on juvenile mirelurks as a food source and or major export. Since mirelurk meat is held in such high regard, the eggs themselves are quite a prize as well, making mirelurk nests a treasure trove for particularly gutsy scavengers. If that's not your style, just stick to fishing. There's plenty of the damn things mucking up our nation's waters. Mirelurk hunters. Full breakdown. Mirelurk hunters are a unique breed of mutant lobster that lives symbiotically along other mirelurks. From what we can tell, mirelurk hunters are some of the most aggressive actors in the mirelurk family. Their exoskeletons lack the same chitinous protection as regular mirelurks, but their sheer aggression and bag of tricks more than make up for it. These excitable luxury entrees will exercise their fury by either regurgitating a slew of toxic caustic spit or by brawling up close using their big meaty front claws. Big meaty claws! When all else fails. They may simply elect to use their strength of mass and ram their prey with all of its exoskeletal might. In my studies, I couldn't help but notice the similarity in both tactics and combat effectiveness of mirelurk hunters to other eight-legged toxic titans of the wasteland, rad scorpions. While this is likely coincidental, the similarities present in two apex predators mean that similar tactics may be employed to deal with either predator. Just as with the rad scorpion, go for the legs and follow up with the face, more specifically the parts of the face not covered in dense carapace. Mirelurk kings. Full breakdown. From what I can tell, there are at least two distinct species of mutant that claim the role of Mirelurk king. Both appear semi-humanoid, but are not descended from human DNA. The first species of Mirelurk king is a species of reptilian, which stands upright and bipedal. These Mirelurk kings share some visual similarities to turtles, but their ultimate origins are unknown. The second Mirelurk king species, and the one which is most common in New England, is the amphibious Mirelurk king. These Mirelurk kings can move and stand in either as bipedals or quadrupeds, and are overall less humanoid than their reptilian counterparts. They are covered in fins and spikes, including a spiked crown which adorns their kingly heads. Amphibious Mirelurk kings vaguely resemble frogs, but their full origins are unknown. My personal hypothesis is that both types of Mirelurk kings are the product of multiple species rather than a singular mutant animal. This is reinforced by the presence of both gills and lungs in both Mirelurk king species, allowing each to breathe both air and water. Regardless of type or origin, Mirelurk kings share commonalities in role and combat tactics. Mirelurk kings command and control lesser mirelurks either through intimidation or symbiosis. They share the rank of top dog among mirelurks with Mirelurk queens, and to my knowledge the two stand on equal footing, despite Mirelurk queens being significantly larger. Mirelurk kings display no evolutionary link to other mirelurks and seem to display a nominally higher level of intelligence. Mirelurk kings can also emit a unique sonic screech that absolutely shreds the senses of the king's victim. They also may elect to shred their prey with their teeth and claws, which also distribute a particularly potent poison. In addition to their other strange and unique abilities, Mirelurk kings can even momentarily cloak themselves, becoming almost invisible for short periods of time. Mirelurk king is one of the strangest mutants out there, and is also one of the true titans of the wasteland. They, along with other horrors like Deathclaws, represent the most dangerous threats the post-apocalyptic world has to offer. A fight with a Mirelurk king is always a fight for your life, and when they call upon other Mirelurks to aid them in combat, well, that's a good time to pick up praying as your new hobby. Mirelurk queens. Full breakdown. As rare as it is terrifying, their dreaded Mirelurk queen is one of the most terrifying mutants to disgrace the wasteland. They are technically Mirelurk crabs, although they certainly had time to grow. Mirelurk queens are the subjects of a severe case of mutant gigantism, not entirely dissimilar in scope to that of super mutant behemoths. In fact, it would not be an exaggeration to say that the average Mirelurk queen is the size of a building. Like Mirelurk hunters, they can spit toxic acid at their foes, but in much larger and more dangerous amounts than their lobster brethren. And as one might expect of a hulking mass of pincers, mandibles, and other unsavory appendages, Mirelurk queens are also devastating in close combat. The single Mirelurk queen can take on a large group of armed and armored humans with a relative ease. Mirelurk queens produce young at rapid rates. A single Mirelurk queen can not only spontaneously spew out hatchlings in combat, can construct an entire infestation of Mirelurk nests in a short amount of time. There have been many occasions where coastal settlements suddenly fall silent only for it to be discovered that a Mirelurk queen just emerged from the ocean one day and did them in. If you challenge one on its own turf, they are likely to respond to such a disturbance with a mighty roar, calling all other Mirelurks in the area to their aid. Like Mirelurk kings, they are quite capable of commanding lesser Mirelurks in battle. If you're dealing with a Mirelurk queen, bring an army. Unless you're some kind of wasteland messiah, there's no way you're going to take one on with anything short of a certified, bona fide military force. River lurks. Full breakdown. If you hear a low rumbling growl near the water's edge, ready your weapon and back away from the shoreline. River lurks, sometimes called catfish mirelurks, are mutated bipedal channel catfish that stalk the lakes and rivers of post-war America. They habitually lurk along the bottoms of murky waterways, scavenging and hunting what they can from the muck-laden depths. But should a disturbance on the surface catch their eye, all that changes. These ravenous river runners will come busting out of the water in a full sprint to confront whatever draws their attention. River lurks can survive for hours, perhaps days, on land before needing to resubmerge. This allows them to terrorize both ecosystems equally. Most consider river lurks to be just another flavor of Mirelurk. Despite being a different species of an animal entirely, they often congregate and hunt in the same waters with little signs of mutual hostility present. River lurks also share a symbiotic relationship with ravagers. Their vibrant growls and violent thrashing upon the water surface when pursuing prey often alert the greedy little piranhas to threats or feeding opportunities they won't otherwise notice. What's worse, river lurks generally hunt in pairs or even larger schools. If an unlucky wastelander makes the mistake of agitating a river lurk in polluted waters, they may find themselves subject to a feeding frenzy of all manner of aquatic beasties in seconds. River lurks are predators that rely on the element of surprise and, if all else fails, strength in numbers. Taking them on in open combat isn't difficult if you don't let them stack the deck in their favor. Lure them out of the water, one by one, find some high ground and pick them off. Taking the initiative makes all the difference, or just line the shoreline with mines. That's pretty effective too, or so I've heard. Sea lurks. Full breakdown. What happened to the many Atlantic red crabs that scuttled across the deep sea floor before the war, you ask? Well, the sea lurk is here to provide all the answers. Generally considered another breed of mirelurk, sea lurks are smaller, typically crimson or blue colored crustaceans that roam the surf looking for scraps and easy meals. Like other mirelurks, sea lurks are not descended from a single species of crustacean. They share the Atlantic blue crab ancestry of their other mirelurks, but dividing factor is the overwhelming presence of Atlantic red crab DNA. Unlike their bigger horseshoe crab descendant brethren, sea lurks are more cautious when engaging potential prey. If one keeps an open eye, they can spot a hungry sea lurk slowly approaching from the surf. This means you should always have an opportunity to either move out of the way or strike first. Their shells are denser and more durable than that of standard mirelurks, but they are overall weaker in strength department. A well-placed shot between their scarlet shields should make quick work of them. And that is the end of the Mirelurk saga. That was a whole lot of reading. My voice is hoarse. I need some water. What is that? Large rogue mutant hound. Let's see if we can take a shot at it. Okay. Well, let's get down there and see what it got. Vintage bayonet, VATS enhanced. Minus 40% VATS cost. That would have been nice if it was on a rifle or something, but...
Bots are Mirelurk queens. Doesn't matter, we don't want them. They live right here.
Quite to the detail. Here's this settlement. We'll get up here and discover it. And the radio tower's right over there. There we go, Oberlin Station. No, who are you?
Hey there, friend. Look, we're in some real trouble. Maybe you can help.
Oh, sure. I'll be glad to help if I can.
It's these damn greenskins, the Super Mutants. Whenever they come through, we just have to run away or hide. They take everything they can eat and destroy most everything else. And if they ever took us by surprise, we'd all be dead. We can't live like this. Please, you gotta help us.
No problem. I'll take care of those Super Mutants. I promise.
Oh, good. I didn't know what we were gonna do.
Okay, Coast Guard Pier. Oh, maybe we can make a little detour. It looks like it's just down the road here. Okay, let's keep moving. Alright, let's get over here and check out this radio tower. Ooh, leveled up. Sweet. Alrighty. Yeah, let's put our tinkering up to 75. Then we'll unlock tier 3 upgrades for armor. Let's put 5 into salvage. Get that up to 25. Then I think we got the last 2 perks we needed for handguns. Yep, hollow shots and full metal jacket. Nice. Now that we have that all leveled up, I'll have to take some time and think about what we want to maybe start putting some perk points into next.
Good dog.
Relay Tower Terminal. Extend satellites. Here we go. Traveler's Final Log. Damaged Stealth Suit Mark II. But let's read that note he had. Traveler's Final Log. 2/1/2287 0800 hours. Plasma rifle hit me right in the chest. Burnt through the suit's memory board. Looks like the damage is repairable, but the data is gone along with the voice, so if I get out of this, I'll have to start from the system restore point. 2/1/22/870 1400 hours. Looks like the burns were worse than I thought. Losing feelings in my legs. Don't think I'm going to make it. If this is how it ends, then so. Alright, well, if you can remember, this is the stealth suit from Fallout New Vegas. Though it's damaged, I bet we can repair it and make good use of it. Maybe when we get back to the bus, we can...
Hey, partner, need something?
Yeah, I need you to let me trade with you. Put that away for now. Maybe we can make use of it later. Oh, here, we can give her the Righteous Authority. It's fully automatic, so she's going to be unloading when we come across something, but maybe we can change it later. There we go. Yeah, so if we help out Oberlin Station, we'll get allied with them, and then we can put the bus down. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Alright, let's head south. Vault Tech calling. Might hold off. Ooh, boom bug. Boom bug. No, boom bug. Oh, there's a ghoul right there. Where did that boom bug go? Oh. God, freaking finding these things in the train all the time. Oh, you guys gonna ambush me or something? It was legendary. Oh, there's another one. Clever girl. He just had some teeth and a little bit of money on him, as one does. Yeah, we might not use the armor piece, but we can definitely scrap it. Overpass camp. New fruit.
Hoarding now?
Oh, I mean a little bit, Cods. I don't like how judgy you are when it comes to me grabbing stuff. Bunch of stuff in here. Oh, alright, I'll take a second to loot all this and we'll keep going. No. What's going on down here? No, Myler King. Raider. No.
Think you can hide?
No. Regret helping you guys, but there we go. Eliminated the issue. A little bit of Mirelurk meat. Sorry, little one. Okay, back to looting. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make a stop somewhere soon. We're starting to pick up a lot of junk. Oh, is there something over here? It kind of looks like a super mutant bed.
Into each life some rain must fall, but too much is falling in mine.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Heather. Get the rest of this loot. A lot of good stuff in here. Ammo, drugs, booze, you name it. Drank himself to death, or he ate carrots and died. Could be one of those.
Hey!
Alright, hold on to these for me. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, Heather can't carry anymore. Can you carry any, okay, she can carry a little bit of that, but, oh no. Alright, let's hurry up, run down here. Ooh! You guys get it, yep.
Need back.
You guys get it? Oof. Okay. Yeah, let's just beeline it for Diamond City. We got a lot of stuff on us. I'm guessing wherever we go for the Super Mutants too, there's gonna be more stuff. No.
Heavens, that didn't sound good. Perhaps we should see if anyone needs assistance.
You heard that, right? That was no vertibird. Do you think it was an alien spaceship? We should go find where it crashed.
That sounded very close. It flew right over. Oh, it scared the piss out of me. Garbled radio beacon found. Was that it right there? It's just normal rad stags or are they rabid? Okay, they're normal. In that case. It's always good to get them, kill them. They sometimes drop the loot with ballistic fiber. Well, I'll be damned. It is an alien spaceship.
It's an alien spaceship. We did it. We found one. An actual spaceship.
No kidding. Some green blood. So there's some blood there. Is there a trail? What in the world? Oh, there's some more blood. Okay. Little green bastard went down this way. Alright, guys. Stay frosty. Where's it, Froggy? God, it's a little green bastard. Perish, creature, for you were not made in God's image.
We found a real alien. Can I have his weapon?
Can I have his weapon? Alien blaster. Do you think we can eat it? Alien blaster.
I wish my mom could have seen the crashed spaceship. She was mad as hell when she found out she'd missed the one in the Capital Wasteland.
The Brotherhood of Steel main forces arriving. Return to Commonwealth or step outside to witness this. I think that's part of a mod that makes it so the Brotherhood shows up earlier.
Huh, my own alien artifact. Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, let's break some stuff down. We'll head outside and see if we can see the Brotherhood showing up. Can we take the alien with us? You're coming with us. I'll leave him there for a sec. Is there anything else in here? No? Okay. Alright, come on. I'm gonna put you in my bus. Oh well. We'll keep him in the cave. We can come check him out later. Would be pretty funny if you could, like, stuff it or something. Alright, let's run around along the coast here. Should get us to Diamond City the fastest. Oh, that's right. The Prid one's arriving. Maybe we can get somewhere a little bit more open. It should be coming in, like, right over by Fort Hagen. I think that is. So it's, like, right over there. So we should be able to see it here soon. Oh, well. What in God's name is that up there? Is that a rad stork? Yeah, it sure looks like one. Looks like a shoebill heron, kinda. Nope, gotta reload. Give me a second. Okay. There we go. This is a very ammo efficient gun, though, to be fair. It uses only one microfusion cell per shot. That's crazy. Okay, let's see if it dropped anything good. Ooh, high radiation fluids. My favorite. See what all the fuss is about over there. Come on, guys. I know. I'm tired too.
For me, there's nothing but muties, raiders, and gunners further in. And the occasional Death Claw Yagua, if you can believe it.
Yeah, it sounds like it's pretty dangerous the farther you get in. Boston Bordello.
What the hell?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. A saint. Not very saintly, if you ask me, but... Nope. Oh, there it is. There's the Prid one. Quite intimidating sight. Probably see why the people at Commonwealth are a little iffy about them, especially a show of force like that.
Stay sharp. Never know what's around the next corner.
Heard quite a bit of gunfire up here. Let's go see if we can tag in, help out whoever seems to be the good guy. Did the Super Mutants end up winning? It sure looks like it. Looks like we're a little slow on helping them out. Oh, Jesus. Oh, what did we save last? Oh, okay, auto-saved when we left the cave. Awesome. Alright, I'll get us back over there. Maybe we can try and hit the Super Mutants from this side instead of out in the open courtyard. Here we go, hit them from this side.
This corner.
Jesus, something blew up.
My mom would have loved this weapon.
Alright, sweet, we actually took them all out this time. A hunting revolver. No, it's a 4570. We really gotta go to get our bus called in so we can dump all of our junk. There we go. Alright, bus stop unlocked, Diamond City. Let's call it in. Here we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take care of all this stuff, and then, well, since we're over here in Diamond City already, I'll do the Diamond City stuff. Maybe we'll go take care of that real quick, and then, yeah, we'll make our way over to the castle. Otherwise, this has been Hamburgerstein. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, leave them down below. But, yeah, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks, y'all. See ya!